their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Jets going up against the Ravens.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens. It's an Indian summer afternoon, perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Looking to throw. Leonard. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So a first quarter sack. And remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
Looking to throw on second down. Leonard. Throw left side taken in by Galladay. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. From the gun on 3rd down. Leonard. Escaping the pressure right. And able to find Dorsett. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The Jets on the move. Couple of big plays back-to-back.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. So now 1st and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st and 10, Leonard. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Green, 39. All right, let's go. 56. 319. No, let's go. 319. 319.
They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Leonard. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Let's go.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll set up to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. He's got him in. Complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. This is Pope. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
All right, here we go.
To throw on third down, Leonard. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw on second down, Leonard. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Now let's go. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. All right, now look at 56.
On third down. Leonard. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to fourth down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And an alley to run. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now they try the right side here. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Complete to right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Moss. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Here to his running back. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He got 29 yards that time. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Detroit! Watching that, Marty! Let's go!
Going to give this time to the tailback. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out here in the I. Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. And now here's a carry heading left. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And New York set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing on 1st down. Leonard. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Let's go!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Leonard. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Steps away to it, and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. He was superb a week ago. 3 sacks in that affair. Now 1 here in the second quarter.
Now, how about our conversations this week? With him, it was pretty simple. He said, I've got a few combinations I can try it out they haven't seen yet. And on the flip side, they thought they had a plan to block him. might need to come up with something else because he looks like he's getting loose now.
Punch, counter punch. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And some room to roam now. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Jets on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard.
From the gun, Leonard. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards on the play.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sua Cravens leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. This has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
Detroit! Now let's go!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up in a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. First possession in the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
All right, here we go.
To throw on 2nd down. Leonard. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. And to give this time to the tailback. And some room to maneuver. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
All right, here we go. Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit, let's go. Leopard. Back 99, Philly, here we go. Over. Gone. Now let's go.
Off play action. Leonard. And his throw is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Landed.
Back to throw. Leonard. Left side, it's Dorsett. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you're worried about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. They'll set up a throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go now. Green. Back down in that Philly. Here we go. No. Check. Washington. Detroit. Set. Green. 39. Over.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Sua Cravens in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Ryan Allen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Here's Pope. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. The Jets on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11.
Set.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Sam Martin now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back, and they'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's taken to the 26. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Leonard. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 9-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Jets. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Throwing again. Leonard. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Good! Here we go! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky. No. All right, now, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit! Good! Over!
To throw on third down. Leonard. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fisher. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10. Leonard. Over the middle. Sharp's got it complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Throwing on first down. Leonard. Flushed out. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. On first down, Leonard. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 18.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. it looks like he'll throw here. Wright's got it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The Ravens on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
No, check. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Going up top. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This to make it a 3-score game late. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Looking to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. I think when the schedule comes out, all team.